What do you got to say, Cricket? What do you got to say? Cricket's got something to say. Hold on. What is it? What is it? Here, get the purrs. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's nothing wrong with starting off Thursdays with some purrs. Okay, let's just get that straight. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the damn dork side, otherwise known as the dark side. And here's my cat, Miss Cricket. She's into some attention right now. Wait. I hope you guys can hear me. Tim, our friend Tim, cannot be here tonight because he is feeling not well. And I just found out a little while ago. So hopefully he'll be feeling better soon. I have no idea what's wrong with him. Cricket is a little concerned, as you can tell. Cricket, it's going to be okay. All right. So Tim won't be here, unfortunately. But this is Thursday, and this is what we do most Thursdays when I'm home, is we stream from 7 to 9 p.m. East Coast time. And this is my last stream I'll be doing from home for the next couple weekends. I'm going on some rock and roll journeys. This weekend, I'm going to go see Carcass in Greensboro, North Carolina, and then over to Norfolk, Virginia the next night with my friend Ian, my good friend Ian, who is, typically my cat watcher, my cat sitter when I'm out of town. So since he's going with me, I had to get my friends Skip and Scott to take care of the kitties. So thank you guys for helping me out with that. And then the next weekend, on Thursday on Halloween, I'll be driving to Philadelphia to meet my friend Nick, who is the guy that I do devotionals with every year. He and I put it together. We're going to go see the Dickies 3 nights in a row. So I'm going to drive up there on the 31st, and the Dickies play the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of November, 3 cities in a row. So we're going to go do that. I believe it's Allentown, PA, Clifton, New Jersey, and Brooklyn, New York. So, and I just found out something really cool. My friends in Snooper are going to be playing Halloween night in Brooklyn. I'll be there that night. I'm not sure if I'll be there in time to see them perform, but I'm going to really try. But regardless, I think we're going to hang out after the show. So I'm really happy to know that Snooper is going to be there. They're opening for Machine Girl, if you guys know who they are. So Machine Girl's great. I saw Machine Girl open for 100 Gex a little while back. But yeah, let's get to this side chat thing. Because we're having a drawing coming up in January. We're having 2 drawings, 2 prize packs that will go out. One prize pack goes to the person who was first in the side chat to comment on any live stream I do. And the next drawing goes to the people who are last in every side chat that I do for live streams. So I have to go through all the last year's live streams, every live stream, check the chat, check what I say on screen about people being first and last. Well, I don't know who's going to be last until the next day when the chat populates, and then I can actually see who's last. But anyway, so I've got to do that. And then I'll put these last names and first names in hats, energy domes, to be certain. And I'll pick some winners, and we'll give some prizes away, usually music-related stuff, records and such. And next year, well, I'll do the drawing in January for this, but next year on my live streams, it's going to be played a little differently, and we'll talk about that in January. There's going to be different rules to the game. It's going to spruce it up a little bit. So that's happening. So what I got to do is I got to say hello and thank you to Record Man 1961. Now, Dave, not only does he support this channel by coming in here and being first a lot, because I've been looking at these past streams trying to get a gauge on who's going to be in these hats, and your name's in there a few times, Record Man. I got to tell you. So, Dave, thank you for being first. You'll be in that hat numerous times, and also thank you, Record Man, for supporting me on eBay. He's always finding some cool stuff to buy on my eBay store, and a lot of music stuff, physical media. So thank you, Record Man. And Jeff Young, this is funny. He thought he cracked the code, but he didn't crack the code. Jeff Young, welcome. My friend Jeff from Raleigh. Not as quickly as Record Man, for sure. Now, Blockhead has been first a lot. Blockhead's typically first a lot. Thank you, Blockhead, for being here. Nice to see you, brother. Peter Graves, of course, probably might be my only moderator on guard tonight. So hopefully all kinds of crazy stuff goes down that Peter has to deal with. But he probably won't even deal with it. Peter, it's good to see you. Your name is in there a bunch. Your name is going to be in there a bunch. I reviewed some streams from last year, and you're usually last. You're usually the guy that gets there last. So you got that going for you, Peter. Well, good to see you. Amina, of course, always good to see you. Thanks for your support in this channel, supporting my creative endeavors. I appreciate that, Amina. She's an illustrator extraordinaire, as is Butterknives. What's up, Butterknives? If you're not still here, that's cool. I appreciate you stopping in. I know you're busy, and being busy is good. It's really good. I'm glad you're busy. Mark Thorner, what's happening? How's it going? I don't remember seeing you here recently. Maybe I did. No. How long's it been, Mark? I can't remember. Douglas Gilbert, what's up? Always good to see you. I think your name's in the drawing at some point. I remember that name. Odd Todd, what's happening? How's it going? Your name's in the drawing for January. I just know that. I remember seeing it. Tall Pandas Bark. I think we were talking about that name last week. How's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming back. Thomas Doyle. What's up? Happy Thursday to you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Nick Tronic, what's happening? Always with the hands. Always with the hand signs. Positive vibes for all. Yeah, we're getting to that, Tom Stowe. We're going to get to that. Burnbot TV. That's Miss Cricket right here. Cricket, how you doing? Burnbot TV, I saw your name. It's going to go in the drawing. I'm not quite through with adding names, but I saw your name at least once in there, brother. Oh, Roxy the Hot Granny. We got another moderator up in the house here. What's up, Grandpa? How's it going? Cheers. Welcome to Thursday. We're doing it. Cricket's right here. Yeah. Come here. Look. Up here. Look in the camera. Get over here. Oh, she's barely getting in the camera. Cricket. You're way more camera ready than I am. Come on. Oh, boy. So anyway, Grandpa, what's happening? Nice to see you. And of course, I'll see you soon. Your records are all shipped out, Grandpa. 3 boxes of records went to Grandpa this last couple weeks. Cricket says hi back, Thomas. So hello, yes. Yes, we all hope Tim gets better soon, that's for sure. Let's see. Heckfart, what's happening? Yeah, Kitty Cat was in the shop. Good to see you, man. Again. Been seeing you a little bit. Brian Dube, have you had a hot fudge sundae inside an energy dome? No. I'm afraid the hot fudge would damage the dome somehow. And that, actually, if you I see the amount of hot fudge sundae I would eat would fit right at the bottom of that dome and not look very cool. You'd have to fill that thing up. That'd be like a party dessert where you pass it around the table and everybody gets sick. That would be good though. I'm looking at a dome right now and it's like, whew. Like here's what the names are going to go in that I was talking about for the drawings. They're going to go in these. First names, last names. Or vice versa. But these will be the domes that I draw the names from in January. And preparing for that. Nathaniel Mars. Oh, wait. Sorry about bringing the bad news in the last few checks. Things haven't been much better. You have a positive, Burnbot. I just told you your name's in the drawing. At least once. Your name is in the drawing, Burnbot. So you have a chance, fairly good chance, of winning something in January. So keep your head up. I'll send you some cool stuff. Nathaniel Mars. Thank heavens, you're telling me. Thank hells, too. Thank heavens and hells. Thank you, heavens and hells. We're moving right along here. Oh, yeah. Tall Panda's fart. That's what we were talking about last week. I don't mean to be busting on your name, but that's what it makes me think about. Pumping Vinyl William, greetings to you. Hope you're hip-hopping along in life. Still really want to talk hip-hop and eBay with you someday. Joe Machos, he says, yeah. Stream sniper right here. That guy. Mark Thorner, been busy with work and getting the last bit of nighttime photography. I wish I was a skilled photographer. I would have fun with that. Odd, click the thumb. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Clicking that thumb, that like button, or whatever they call it, that's actually a Fonzie thumb for people my age. Wow. He was a character on this old TV show we used to watch. That Fonzie guy. Anyway, so I loved Fonzie, and I was into the thumbs up. And sometimes he would ask you to sit on it as a derogatory comment towards somebody. But Fonzie's thumb does cool things these days. When you click Fonzie's thumb these days, the algorithms, as they're called, the kids used to follow Fonzie around the playground. Those people are now in charge of what happens on YouTube. So the algorithms like the thumbs. The thumbs mean the algorithms will share my channel with other like-minded weirdos. And then they'll come in here and we'll meet them. And that's how it happens. And that's why the thumb's important. You don't really have to like it. You could really not like it, but want it to be sent out to a bunch of people to harm them. That's fine too. That's why you click the like button. Well, that's something cool. Also, cute name for Kit Kat. Yeah, Miss Cricket. I named typically my cats for many years on how they sounded or what they said. So Miss Cricket, unlike her sister Miss Meowser, sounds just like the word meow. Every time she opens her mouth, it's meow, 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 meow. It's different in meows. She never says anything but meow. So Miss Meowser. Cricket, on the other hand, doesn't really meow as much as she coos and chirps and does all these lots of syllables, that kind of stuff. So I call her Cricket because she used to chirp like a cricket when she was a kitten. I can't even chirp like a cricket, but she did. So Miss Cricket, Miss Meowser, and then Marty McFarty. I didn't hear his farts, but I sure did smell them, so that's why he was named that. He had bad stomach problems when I first got Marty out of the sewer. Anyway, not to get on that topic right now. Let's get on the topic of Grandpa sending Granny some loot. That sounds good to me. Anytime you have loot to spare, you just send it on, Grandpa. Max the Hat is here. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Uh-huh. Oh, my God, that's good. So, hello, everybody. That reminds me of these FM radio DJs in the 80s that I used to follow around when I was a little kid. And they had this one guy who was very over-accentuated, kind of like FM personality, radio guy. Everything was over-pronounced and everything. So he had this little segue he would put in between songs when he was playing stuff. And I just remember the phrase, hello, everybody. And the way he pronounced it was so disgusting because it was so FM radio DJ pronounced times 10. That's what that makes me think of, Max the Hat. Hey, Michael. Hey, everyone. Hello, Vinyl Dreamscape. How you doing? I do have news, though. I'm going to surgery tomorrow to get my bad teeth removed. I'm scared shitless. Oh, no. BurnBot, don't worry about it. A year from now, you won't even remember it. I had some crazy stuff happen to me when I was a kid. When I was in junior high school, I think it was when I broke my front tooth out on a trampoline in the gym class. For some dumb reason, I wanted to try to be like the jocks in my class and do a flip, and it didn't work so well because my tooth went into my knee. But so I broke my tooth that early, and then I had to go to surgery, and I had all kinds of stuff with my teeth that back then, and so I had been through it, man. But you will never remember it when you get to be old enough to own a car and a house. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I have faith. Pumping vinyl. I've apparently been what? Wait a second, people. I think there might be a little bit of drama going on. Namely, and I'm gonna get to William's comment in a second. But namely, the drama is, look, what's Charlie got? I just noticed this the other day. He's got him a damn cell phone. Looks like vintage, but he got him a cell phone. And you know what? Here's the thing. He got the cell phone from this guy that he just introduced me to. He's been hanging out with lately. And ever since he got the cell phone from this guy, he's been this guy's best friend. I don't know his name yet. He hasn't really introduced himself, but that's the drama. You got to figure out what's going on with the cell phone. I don't know. But Charlie likes his phone. We'll let him be. So anyway, pumping vinyl. You obviously don't have somebody like this that you're hanging out with that's chastising you from the VC. So don't worry about that. You have to backtrack, retrace your steps. Did you step on somebody's toes with your big feet? Or did you dock somebody's mailing address so they got even more records and stuff in the mail? What did you do, William? What are you doing to people? William, I don't know. I think it's well written. It is written in the stars. I don't know. I wish I knew the story behind all this, but I don't, William. But I would love to partake in the drama. If I could just really add to the drama in some nonsensical way, that'd be great. But William, we appreciate your eyes and ears forever, however long you stay here. You might even be gone by now. But for however long you stay here, we appreciate you soaking it in, because it could do us all some good if we learn from what's going on here with the cell phone and this guy. I don't know if I trust that guy. I don't not trust you, dude. You haven't said anything the whole time. Okay, anyways, but William, welcome. Don't worry about being chastised. It happens to the best of us. Wait, did you say chastised? Wait, you have to wear a chastity belt now. Is that the thing? I have never even forced a chastity belt on Super Chat Charlie here. I can't imagine people in the VC forcing you to wear a chastity belt. Can somebody talk some sense into those people trying to make him wear a chastity belt? That's crazy. Nathaniel Mars with the hands. Groovy Lisa, hey, what's happening? I saw your name going in the drawing for January when I was looking through the last year's streams. So you're in there at least once, I think. Adrian, I think your name's in there at least once for sure. How's it going? Nice to see you. Are you surfing today? I wonder. Welcome here, Vinyl Dreamscapes. Everybody's saying hi. Oh my goodness. Oh, my cat Fern would have silent E's. Meow. Oh yeah. Now meows are always can do a meow every now and then too, but that's basically just a meow pronounced weird. That's a meow in some kind of dialect, right? It's still a meow. I call her Mauser sometimes, Miss Mauser. Wait a second. Somebody wants me to put a plug in something. I've heard that before. William would like me to put a plug into his woo by Wednesday. I'm going to plug his woo on Wednesday. But I'm here Thursday. We could plug your woo Thursday if you want to here on the stream. I could put the plug right in your woo. I don't have a lot of practice, but you know what they say, practice makes perfect. So I think Woo Wednesday is something that's going to happen here as soon as I put the plug in your woo. Is that what we're trying to plug? Is the Woo Wednesday? Or is this about rap music? I think this might be about rap music. Now, let me tell you, I appreciate some Wu-Tang, but I don't know a whole lot about them. They were kind of after my big generational thing with 80s and early 90s hip hop. They were kind of out of my wheelhouse at that point, but what I've heard I dig, and their stuff sells well on eBay. CDs and cassettes and all that stuff. But yeah, Woo Wednesday, everybody. I'm plugging it right now. Here it is. Plug in the Woo on a Wednesday. Boop. Right on, William. I like that we're making shit up right here on the fly. Some drama. Now there's going to be a thing going around about how William likes plugs in his Woo. Oh, that'd be the best drama. They're knocking me out, so I won't even remember as it happens. You don't want to remember as it happens. That's fine. The knockout is great. It's great. Yeah, but don't worry about it. It'll pass quickly, Burnbot. Don't even sweat it. Especially with the technology they have now, dentists. Back when I had it done, it was like they were doing it with hammers and saws and chisels. But yeah, he's chastised and chastised. He's chastised for being chastised, which happens. It's predictable. Please attempt to click the like button. I like that. Don't get too heavy. Don't be demanding a like. You just attempt it at least. Reach out. And if you can grab that like button, grab it. Button click. Thank you, Vinyl Dreamscape. I know I'm behind here. I'm running my mouth. I'm behind here a little bit. Hey, No Baloney Anzalone. I like saying that name. And welcome. Speaking of saying names and the drawing, our friend, writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie, has not been around here for a long time. I can't remember the last stream I saw him pop up on when I was reviewing last year's streams, but yeah, it was like he was totally active here, saying, "Hey, we'll see you next week" and stuff, and then he was gone. And I tried to locate him on social media. I don't even know his real name. So I don't know what happened to our friend, but he sure has a lot of entries in the drawing. I hope he comes out of hiding. If he's watching this, writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie, he was always first in the chat, almost every stream. I'm sure he's got at least 20 names in the drawing. But he's not here. But I don't know if he's going to show up January. But if he does, there's a good chance I'll pull his name. But last year was the same. He was here all the time, and I somehow did not pull his name out of that hat. I couldn't believe it. I was totally shocked. I was really shocked. I thought for sure he had to win. So anyway, let's keep writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie in our heads. Mm-hmm. Let's think about sending him the positive rock and roll energy if he's in trouble. Or maybe he just got sick of YouTube, or he got busy, he got hired to do this dream job, and he's gone. He's doing it. Hopefully. But anyway, No Baloney Anzalone, I like saying your name too. So if No Baloney Anzalone and writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie got together and did a channel, it would be a long name for a channel, but it would be good. Adrian, everybody's surfing tomorrow. Okay. Learn to surf using just your arms, maybe. Just your arms. Do cats in other countries have accents? I think they do. They have to. Of course they do. Of course they do. I think I've actually heard Richard James, maybe. It might be difficult. I don't have my friend Tim here, so we'd have to get even more people on the screen than usual. But I'm always down. If we can get enough people to say, if I can get 3 other people besides me that come up here and do noise, I would consider it. And that would start at, basically an hour, a little over an hour. But there's things that I want to make sure we do. And one of those things is, and by the way, thank you everybody again for showing up this Thursday. One of those things I want to do right about now is this thing. We have a segment called Positives. And what I want you to do is tell me something positive that happened to you since last Thursday, but start with the word positive in the side chat. So I know what you're talking about. I know what you're referring to. So positives, and then briefly tell me something forward moving that happened in your life since last Thursday. And the thing for me that was positive. That happened since last Thursday. Was Devo confirmed playing at Cruel World Festival next May? And if you want to know the exact date and all that, it's at clubdevo.com. It's May something. I can't remember the date. But I'm psyched about that because the Go-Go's are also playing. I'm so into the Go-Go's. I can't wait. So yeah, that's the good news I had. And we'll see who else is. Okay, Todd wants to do noise too. That's good. Michael Pilmer, God of the PC. Clark fast, man. Exactly how fast are you, Clark? I do not qualify as a member of the VC, I don't think. Because my channel is about, I'd say 35% VC, maybe 40. I don't know. I'm not good with numbers and percentages, but I'm just saying it's a percentage of my content is vinyl community related. So I wouldn't say I was a god of that. But thank you. I hope they record the soundboard for the Cruel World Fest shows. Well, that would be sweet, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be sweet? Oh, yeah, got your positive. Yep, you got the ticket to the Devo. Yeah, there's so many cool bands playing, though. Max the Hat says positive. I made my own radiation suit and today skipped Robotics Club to go out and buy Jerry and Bob 2 figures. It's so funny. You skipped the one class they probably would have wanted you to go to. But that's great. I would have skipped Robotics Club for that, too. I mean, because is there something new about robotics going on every week? Do you have to do it? I assume it's weekly. I don't know. Yeah, skip it again sometime. I would love to see I would love to see the Go-Go's. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I saw the Go-Go's back in '83 or '84. It was on their talk show tour, I believe. It was great. NXS opened up for them. They were great. I didn't want them to be great because I was mad that Go-Go's didn't have another all-girl cool band opening up for them, or Joan Jett or something. But I was in NXS. I saw them from the front row, this kind of like half outdoor, half covered auditorium at an amusement park down in North Carolina. It was great. So I love the Go-Go's. I've loved the Go-Go's since I was a kid. And I would love to see the Go-Go's modern style live. Positive, says Todd. Just got my punk rock bowling tickets. Might get to meet Sick Rick next week. Oh, cool. Yeah. Ohio Sick Rick. He makes the very famous Boogie Boy masks that we sell through him, through sickrickmasks.com, I believe it is. And that's Sick, S-I-K, Rick, R-I-K, masks. And that's cool. He's a good guy. He's a very creative, very talented individual living his dream. I hope they perform Whip It. You know, Richard, there was a tour that Devo did in 2014. A whole year of shows, a lot of shows, big tour. They even released a recording of that tour on an album. It was the Hardcore Devo tour. They did not play Whip It at one show, that whole tour. And that whole tour was sold out. I think for the most part, sold out. And they didn't play one That's Good or Girl You Want or any hits. They played no hits, except for the ones that happened to be very, very old Devo songs. But they played the rawest, most raw dog Devo, man. That was so good. Night after night, I couldn't believe it. There were people in the audience singing these lyrics that were just way off, man, like way off the charts, weird and deviant and old school Devo. So it was really a brilliant thing to see. But yeah, they'll do Whip It at Cruel World. They probably will. Positive, my mother just now surprised me with more F1 model cars she got from me earlier today. Now, see, Burn Bodies, aren't things looking better for you now? This is what you get for coming here to the Therapeutic Thursday antics of one Michael Pilmer and his screen buddies, right? But Burn Bodies, you got it going on. Keep going in that direction, buddy. Hold on. Hold on now. Oh, I love both bands, and NXS, especially at that time. They are good. And then I fell in love with them in so many ways. I was even in a weirdo, punky, experimental, real dumb band called Crapper Keeper who covered Don't Change. And so I got to sing and play that, and that was really cool for me. I love that song. Positive, on my way to, says Michael from Catered Productions in Chicago. We're going to find out. I'm sure we'll find out the rest of that suspenseful comment. He's on his way to. I'll finish that. Max the Hat. I go to it next Tuesday. Oh, next Tuesday, the robot thing. The activity bus is coming. If I want to robots, I don't have time to go to the comic store. These are all very geeky, nerdy problems to have. Very nerdy, dorky problems to have, Max. Represent that brand. You do it well. Represent. Keep representing. That's great. Go-Go's open for the Police in 82. Holy yeah. Now, I saw the Police maybe, a year or two after that, the Synchronicity Tour. Reflex opened for them. Do you remember Reflex? The politics of dancing and praying to the beat. You remember that stuff? So, yeah, that's great, man. I'm jealous of you. Imagine if they just played a cursed set list with no common songs. Yes, no, it's not cursed. It's the most beautiful Devo you've ever seen. And they were really into playing it. It was all new and fresh to them. Now, look at this Vinyl Dreamscape. Positive, renewed my contact with a favorite client yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Clients are important, especially when they're friendly and nice and, actually are your friends. Thank you for that kind donation. I want to show you. Now, we're doing a little renovation on the Crochet Clown Disco. So he's currently sitting down. And but we have some new elements here we added to the Crochet Clown Disco. And I don't have a song really handy here. I'll just say, if I can't have you, I'm going to do that one, okay? So I'm going to do that song for the Crochet Clown Disco. Now, there's the Crochet Clown. You can see him chilling. He's got another clown buddy next to him. They'll tell me more of that later, I guess. But they're doing a little renovation back there on the Clown Disco. But it still works. And I'm going to turn this on. And for those of you who don't know, the Crochet Clown Disco is something that happens when somebody is nice enough to send a little super chat donation in the side there. And thank you for that kind donation. Here we go with some disco for the Crochet Clown and his buddies. And then Super Chat Charlie will step in to do the last bit. Okay, here we go. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, oh. You're supposed to hit the high note there because I can't hit the high note. If I can't have you. Yeah, right? A little bit of disco, a little bit of, look what's going on back there. It's all kinds of shit going on back there. Okay, so we're renovating, we're adding, we're moving around stuff. But yeah, that is for future. And then here we go. What does Charlie do? He shows you his light up toilet, which is beautiful. And then what does he do? Look into his eyes. He steals your soul. Thanks for that, Charlie. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service, Vinyl Dreamscape. It's very kind of you. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Secret Agent Man was a very old song. So they did do Secret Agent Man that tour. An acid head goon and a 55 Dodge didn't mean to do it. That's some lyrics to some old hardcore Devo right there. Burnbot. Whoa, Mark Spooky Baw, JDCHG. Now hold on. Am I going to have to guess what that means? Jiminy Dickens. Call. Whoa, what does that stand for? Damn it. Call somebody's name that's initials HG. Hildegard Grant. I don't know what that means. Spooky. Okay, here we go. The Fix open for the Police when I saw Synchronicity. Okay, I got you. I saw the Fix open for Flock of Seagulls on the Flock of Seagulls Listen tour. That was sick. At Michael Pilmer, who is the toothy fellow next to Super Chat Charlie? Well, we talked a little bit about that earlier. There's some drama going on here on the channel. The drama is that Charlie has somehow ended up with a phone, which I later found out was supplied by this guy who Charlie's been hanging out with a lot lately, and I don't know the relationship yet. This guy hasn't really introduced himself to me or said a word to me yet, so I don't know. He's here for therapy, I assume. We'll let him be. We'll find out more later, I'm sure. HG equals Mercury. So JDC Mercury. Okay, I understand now. Okay, good to know. I just saw the Devo Tiny Desk concert. It was short but sweet. Yeah, they did some good songs. They had to really figure out what songs they could do in that situation with that setup. So they did a great job. Seeing Men at Work tomorrow. Wow, that's great. I would have loved to seen them back in the day, man. Wow. Just started listening to some recently dropped American Idiot demos. Oh, I like that album. Good on you, Burnbot. Strange Little Creatures. Is that Talking Heads? Or is that little tiny little creature? What's Strange Little Creatures? HHFH. What? Mark Spooky Ball, you are on something. I tell you. Speaking of which, let me take a sip of beer. Now, I have some things to discuss, to talk about, to show you. Let me just make that go away. Make that go away. Doot. Okay, and we're doing that. Yep. And then we're doing that. Yep. So I wanted to tell you about a Devo release that has just been announced in the last week or so, or less. And this is a reissue of a really cool set, a compilation set they put out some time ago called Ricambo DNA. Wow. It was released, I think, back in I want to say 2017 or something like that, by Futurismo in England, our friends at Futurismo Records, and sold out really quickly. And ever since then, people have been requesting it. So we're finally repressing it. I'm going to put the link in the chat. This is for Devo's Ricambo DNA pre-orders on the vinyl and CD version. And I think this is the first time this particular Ricambo DNA reissue has been on CD, this particular list of songs and such. So, and there are some extra ones on there that weren't on the original Ricambo DNA released in the late 90s, early 2000s. So, yeah, it's really cool. And it probably will sell out again pretty soon. So you might want to pre-order that. Also, I wanted to mention that during these rock and roll trips that I'm doing this weekend and next weekend, I'm going to be trying to stream. Like next weekend, Halloween, I'll either be streaming in the morning when I'm driving up there, or me and my friend Nick will be streaming when we're driving from Philly to New Jersey, or all of the above. So this all depends on my phone working and everything cooperating, but I think it will. I think the problem I was having with the last live stream I tried to do from my car was that there was something going wrong with the YouTube app that day, because some other people told me they had problems streaming as well. So let's hope that's the case and it won't happen again, because it was really frustrating. But I will try to stream when I'm traveling in the car. My goodness, that feels good. Now, do I know the track list? It'll be on that link I just put in there. The Futurismo site will have all the tracks and all the information about what comes in the set and all the real cool extra stuff and stuff. Oh, now here's my friend Nick, who I'm traveling to the Dickies with next 2 weekends from now. I just had to watch an excruciatingly long and extraordinarily horrible commercial about some 80-year-old Zeke and his foot pain. Wow, Zeke, man, get it together. Why is Zeke in such bad shape all the time? What is up with our friend Zeke, Nick? I don't know what kind of stuff you're searching on your computer to get those commercials coming up, but I don't get the 80-year-old foot pain commercials. Are you always cursing your feet, Nick? Do your feet get as tired as your jaw gets tired? Oh, man, if you walk as much as you talk, I could see your feet hurt. Richard James. Pilmer, do you ever get say on the set list? Well, the set list hasn't really changed for many years, but I was certainly a proponent of them adding at least one hardcore or two hardcore songs to the set for years before they decided to do the tour. So when they decided to do the tour, I was over the moon, and I was really happy. And I can't believe the tour still happened, because after we had already planned the tour, Bob Casale, our friend, passed away unexpectedly. So I kind of thought the tour might be canceled, but no, it went on, and it went on beautifully, and it was a great tribute to Bob. So, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh my God, you're walking behind my car going, hey, that sounds cool. I will not show up fat to New York City. It was a first for me. It's the algorithms, Nick. You're not playing nice with the algorithms, man. You're doing something with the algorithms. You're not clicking enough thumbs or something. Did you not like Fonzie, Nick? What's your problem? You have to like Fonzie. Let me mention, I'm just going down the list here, guys. I got to go down this list. I'm having a party at my house December 14th. It's called The Offender. It's a theme party. It's basically a safe space where you could wear inflammatory, offensive clothing, and nobody will pay any mind to it. And because we all have those things, hopefully. Maybe if you're a T-shirt person, if you're a graphic wearing person, there's always something you can't wear in public because you feel like you might cause trouble or get made fun of. But I guess there's other ways to see that too, as far as like maybe drag or whatever you really kind of want to wear in public but you can't. That's what the party is for. So it's the third one of its kind since the first one in 2019. It was planned to be an annual event, but after the lockup and lockdown and the COVID thing, then it couldn't happen every year. And then touring happened. Couldn't do it when I was touring. But anyway, it's happened now 3 times since 2019 after this year. So December 14th, I'm going to put the event page. I think I'm going to put the event page. No, I'm not. It's on my Facebook page. There's an event page for The Offender if you'd like to come to the December 14th party. And that said, if you can't think of anything to wear to the party because you don't have anything like that you just don't feel right wearing somewhere, then maybe you need to own something like that, and I can help you out. I can help you out with that. Can you believe it that I can help you out with that? I'll prove it. So if you go to this link that I'm going to post, you'll see a T-shirt that I have just recently designed. I've been wanting to do it for years. It's based on a vintage velvet painting I have in my house. And there's the link to the merch shop. It's the first shirt that comes up, and it's a shirt that I designed for these Offender parties because you have to have something that's a little sketch. You got to have something that it doesn't fit in with all the crowds you hang out with. So this could be the one that you own, and I'm trying to get enough sales before November 14th of this shirt. The minimum I have to get is 3 dozen. I have to order 3 dozen. So I'm trying to sell most of 3 dozen before November 14th, and I'm really far away from that goal. So really hoping that I get enough orders to at least order the 3 dozen and then sell the rest of them over time. But I don't want to have a bunch of shirts sitting around. So if you like the devil and vices, go to that big cartel link I just put in the side chat there, and maybe you'll like the shirt. Maybe you'll think a family member or a relative or a friend would like that shirt. Maybe. I would certainly like that shirt. The only reason I'm making it is because I want one, but I can't wear 3 dozen of them. So that's where you guys come in. But yeah, if you want to come to the party, by all means, let me know. Yeah, you can pick it up at the party, or I can ship it out. But a lot of people are picking them. Well, the people that have ordered them already, I've sold like 5 of them. They're picking them up at the party. Oh, Lord, some say. Let others just call me. I don't know what that is, but I wanted to sing it. Nick Tronic, JK, Mark Spooky. I'm sobbing. I have to listen to this later. Curse student counseling. Mark Spooky. You take care if you're still here. Thanks for stopping by. You get through it, and don't let the man keep you down. Nicholas, how many dozen shirts can you wear? Over time, man, if I just had to live on, I could wear a lot. I have many dozens of shirts in my collection, so I guess you could say I could wear thousands of shirts. But I don't know if I could, I don't know if I could order 3 dozen and depend on myself to wear all those till they can't be worn anymore. That's what I do with my shirts. I wear them till they can't be worn anymore, or I wear them until they fall apart so much that I'm like, I can't wear this anymore because I want to keep it, and I don't want to. I have to keep these things as religious totems of rock shows, mostly, right? How many can you wear at a time? 1. I'm not into layering. I've never been a layering person. I always get hot if I layer, no matter what temperature it is. I can't layer usually, unless I'm really, really, really in the sub-freezing cold temperatures. I don't like layering T-shirt on T-shirt. No, too many shirts. So just 1 shirt I will wear. But I do wear a whole shirt. I don't cut the sleeves off. I don't cut the half. I used to do all that shit when I was younger. But I wear a whole shirt, an entire shirt, one. Large or medium. Depending on the cut of the shirt, large or medium. Now, what else do we got going on here? There's so much to talk about. There's so much going on at the end of this year. Crochet Clown Remodel, got that. Jake E. Lee is in the news lately. You guys know who Jake E. Lee is? Jake E. Lee was a former guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne. And he got shot or something recently. People heard about that? He just got shot randomly on the street or some shit. Have you guys heard that? Positive, on my way to Billy Corgan Smashing Pumpkins. Michael, Billy's a big Devo fan. I gave him some Devo stickers once before a show, and he stuck them right on his guitar and played the show with that guitar. And I saw, I guess, a photo in Rolling Stone or something where it was his guitar with the Energy Dome Devo sticker on it. So he is a fan. Say hi to Billy for me. He won't know who you're talking about. And Comeback Joni. That's always good. Yep. They played. Oh, wait, did they play Comeback Joni? They didn't play Comeback Joni on that tour that I was talking about. Do shirts come in one color? Oh, no. Only black, because it's screen printed. It's not like the decals like soap girls use. They're screen printed, so it's black. But you want the devil on a black shirt. Basically, you got to have the devil on a black shirt, Bill. Or real dark red. But all I have is black, because it's a black velvet painting, Bill. So it really wouldn't work on another color shirt. It wouldn't pay tribute to the art. It's canceled. Oh, see what I told you? As soon as I said that, it was canceled. Don't let the man keep you down. Boom, canceled. Oh, Tiny Desk. Yeah, for sure. I know what you're talking about. Cheers, everybody. Hey, whoa. Jake E. Lee. We were talking about Jake E. Lee. So does anybody here? Yeah. He was not the target. It was just random, right? Jake E. Lee. So anyway, I heard this news, and then I was cleaning up my office. I'm really doing a deep clean, rearranging on my office / shipping area / messy room with just shipping materials and eBay stuff. But I'm redoing that, and in redoing that, I dug up some stuff that I forgot about. And this is what I forgot about. This Jake E. Lee autograph that I got when I was a little kid. I think it was the Bark at the Moon tour. Did Jake play on that tour? I think he did. But I was at the Bark of the Moon tour when I was 14 or 15 or whatever it was. And I got Jake E. Lee to sign that little piece of paper for me. There it is. So that made me remember that, because I'd forgotten about this. I'd forgotten about meeting Jake E. Lee for a second. So there's my Jake E. Lee story. Off the list. Halloween is coming up, right? Somebody told me Halloween's coming up. So I want to show you something very Halloween-y. No, wait a second. Let me refresh this and check out a number here. I just want to check out a number. I'm looking for the numbers. You guys, I'm looking for the numbers here. I don't care about that advert. You get that off my screen right now. The numbers are looking pretty good. I try to get the little likes, the Fonzie thumbs. I try to get those to match how many people we have watching at any given time. So match or exceed the number of people watching. So if we can get that up just a few more, that'd be really nice. It'd be sweet. The algorithms would sure like that in getting my channel into more people's eyes. And that just means I meet more people. I make more friends. Some of the friends I've made here because of YouTube all around the world have been very, very cool to have relationships with outside of YouTube. When I travel, I meet some people that watch this. And so it's really cool. Hey, Kami. We were talking about the, how's it going? Talking about the drawing that's coming up in January, right? When I draw names from 2 hats like this. One hat is full of names of people who were first in the chat. One's people who were last to comment in chats, live streams from this year. We were talking about that because I've been starting to go through and figure out whose name's going in which hat. And I saw your name a lot, Kami. So you're going to be in the drawing. And welcome to Therapy, by the way. And Therapy brought to you by this guy who I haven't met yet, really, Charlie's new friend, and Charlie, who now has a cell phone. That's the latest drama that's going here. We're trying to figure out this guy, how Charlie met him, how Charlie got the cell phone and why Charlie is always hanging out with this guy now. We don't know. But they're not causing any trouble yet. So leave them be, leave them be. But speaking of Halloween, as a tribute to Halloween, I would like to. Oh, wait a second, Vinyl Dreamscape, you are clowning me right now. I was Ozzy Dire Man Tour, first concert ever. My first concert, Vinyl Dreamscape, was not Ozzy. It was Kiss when I was 9 years old, I believe. I was 9 years old. It was Kiss, 1977. It was right before I turned 10. And that was my first concert. But the first time I saw Ozzy was, I want to say it was 83, maybe a year or two after you saw him on the Speak of the Devil tour. So I Speak of the Devil, and then I saw Bark at the Moon. I may have seen another one. But I've always wanted to meet Ozzy. I met his daughter, Kelly. She was really cool. Really cool. And she told me that not only does she and her brother like Devo, but mom and dad are also Devo fans. And they introduced them to Devo when they were young, and they played videos for them. So that was cool to hear from Kelly Osbourne. I love Ozzy. I used to wear Ozzy on my fingers, across my fingers, O-Z-Z-Y, when I was in junior high school. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving. Halloween. Cheers to Halloween. I'm going to take a little sip of poison out of this little tiny bottle as a cheers to Halloween. And then I'm going to show you, Jeff Young just said something cool too. I'm going to show you something cool Halloweeny that I found. Not a weenie. Probably won't be able to attend. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to do it in the morning, probably early morning, daytime, afternoon, evening. I'll be doing it probably. I'm going to be driving most of the day and night. So just give it a shot. If you see me streaming, pop in to say hiya. First concert was Kiss, also 9 years old. Dynasty tour, Legal Freedom. That is sick. I think Kiss is a good first concert. Anyway, anybody who would like to cheers, I'm trying to give you a second. If anybody wants to cheers me, just say cheers in the chat, and then I'll do a little shot. Now this Dire Memon fourth or fifth concert, my God, I would have loved to sing that. See, I was in North Carolina, and I wasn't really, I didn't hang around a lot of concert going people. I was a big concert goer, so I would drag my friends who enjoyed concerts, but I always had tickets to the concerts. I always had free tickets from these DJs I used to hang out with. I'll tell that story one day on YouTube. But I used to get free tickets to all these shows when I was a kid. And so we would always get in press gate 15 minutes before everybody else with the photographers and the press. And we would run our little asses down to the front, right on the front row, center, barrier. And, cheers, Kami and Mark, Spooky Ba. And yeah. Hold on. So our little preteen, teenage butts would run up there and see every show from right there, front and center, which was sometimes almost detrimental to our health. It was pretty wild back in the early mid 80s. Yeah, I'm jealous of all you guys seeing all this cool stuff. And Max the Hat, I appreciate you making an effort. I was just kidding. It's not going to be anything special. It's just going to be me driving with maybe a friend. Oh man, yes, yeah. It happens. It doesn't feel like it's gonna, but it does. Kiss was my third. Yeah, Kiss was my first. I can't remember what my second was. My first concert actually was probably my older sister. She was much older than me. She was dating some guy in a band called Brushfire, which Brushfire shirt is right there with a black background. That's an old Brushfire shirt that my sister gave me, but her boyfriend was in that band, so I probably saw Brushfire perform. I don't know if they were an AC/DC cover band, but they sounded a lot like AC/DC to me. They looked like AC/DC. But I think they just had that sound. I don't think they were a cover band. But that was probably the first concert. But the first big concert I saw was Kiss. And maybe the second was Ozzy. Speak of the Devil. Maybe there was that big of a gap. But we didn't know anything about where to find out where shows were happening. And there was no easy way to do that. Like you had to know the right people or see the right advert or the right flyer. Or, there was no go-to thing to go look for the punk shows and stuff, or the rock shows for that matter. Let's see. I remember associating after Randy Rhoads died. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from my mom's first show was Ozzy Osbourne in '86. Oh, good on you for having a mom into Ozzy. That's pretty cool. Um, wow, you guys have all these great concert stories. I could never get to them all. Now look, Sha Na Na. I was big into Sha Na Na. Bowser, dip doo dip dip doo. Good night, sweetheart. I love Sha Na Na. Love Sha Na Na. Every time I find a Sha Na Na thing in a thrift store or whatever that's cheap, that's good shape, I usually pick it up because I don't like to listen to Sha Na Na as much as I like to remember how much I liked Sha Na Na when I was a kid. Okay, never had a third concert. That's coming soon, Max. If I have anything to do with it, I will be a bad influence and make you go to a rock show. Rusty Michael, look at this. Rusty Michael, also known as Cherry Bomb, also known as Pantera, also known as Rock Goddess. She's my rock and roll buddy. She's got a lot of experience in the rock and roll biz. She's been rocking with my buddy Thor for many years. She rocked with her career in magazines and interviewing rock stars. Pretty fantastic person, this Rusty. Led Zeppelin, as she says here in the chat. Yeah, she hung out with all those motherfuckers. She hung out with them all. She has stories galore. She wrote some band interviews that I read when I was a little kid in the back of magazines. Mostly the magazines were Kiss, and in the back sometimes they'd have extra stuff about up and coming bands, punk rock bands or whatever. Rusty Michael did interviews back then, possibly under a different name, Cherry Bomb or whatever. But she did interviews that I read when I was a kid. So after I met Rusty, we were talking about this, and she showed me a magazine that she was in. And I was like, oh my God, I grew up with that magazine. I still have it. I remember every article. Which one did you write? And she showed me. I was like, holy shit, I read that when I was a little kid. This is so cool. So it's really cool to meet people like that later in life. And then, look how sweet that is. Yeah. I met them in 90, what was it, Rusty? 96 or 5 or something like that. Well, if Diva ever comes back to Chicago, I'll likely be there. Well, I'll see you, Max. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's think positive, Max, and let's make that happen, okay? We have to manifest that, Max. If you just think that that's going to happen next year, just think it. Think like, just think like it's already been promised to you, by your own manifestation powers. Just do it. And then I'll be there too. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is an interesting comment I'm trying to figure out. Oh, Diva has completed the first half of the 100-year tour. I know, we're just halfway there, guys. Imagine how many costume changes there's going to be between now and then. So, yeah, thanks for the nice thing you say. You helped get a lot of magazines going. This is weird. Sometimes when I hit a comment, it deletes off without me doing it. Yeah, you helped a lot of things get going, Rusty. So this is interesting comment. Vinyl Dreamscape, Cream Magazine. It's actually spelled CREEM. Cream Magazine, yes, I grew up with. I love it. I still have all the issues I had when I was a kid. A lot of them are Kiss. Some of them are Devo. But I just loved all those magazines. Circus, Hit Parader. There was like Hard Rock Magazine, New Wave Rock Magazine, which is the one Rusty... one of the ones I had with Rusty in it. There was others, but there was all these magazines. And then later on, there was Spin, there was Trouser Press. I got subscriptions to those when I was old enough to have an allowance. Although I never really got much of an allowance. When I was old enough to have a part-time job, I started getting subscriptions to Spin and all that stuff. Trouser Press was great, but yeah, Maximum Rock and Roll, the fanzines. I remember when you had to have that stuff to find out what was going on. But yeah, Cream Magazine, I love it. I have a lot of Cream magazines in my collection. 63. Okay. You be whatever age you want. If you identify as 63, be 63. Oh, I don't have the Rusty Michael Cream dream. Wait, who are you with? Are you posing with somebody? Is it Ted Nugent or Frank Zappa or something? Who is it, Rusty? I remember you telling me about that, but I don't think I have the one where you're the Cream Dream. Cream Magazine, CREEM. did this thing called Cream Dream where they would, show this really excessive rock and roll picture as the Cream Dream, a fancy car or whatever. And no telling what Rusty was doing in that photo. I love Trouser Press too, Nick. Yep, we're in that age group that we would know. I still have all my old. I never lost one. I never damaged them. I have them all. I have a sick magazine collection from back then, guys. Sick, and it's hard for me to get rid of them. I grew up. Those were like my encyclopedias when I was a kid. The Police. You interviewed them. Oh, the Police. That's right. Oh man. I forgot about that. Rusty's done it all, you guys. Google Rusty Michael. You'll be impressed. Now, Rusty, I'm trying to get to Charlotte, as you know, all the time. If I can make it, I don't know if I'll be make it this year. If I can make it early next year, but anyway, sometime soon I'm planning to come down there. You guys throwing these numbers around. I'm not really a numbers person. That side of my brain doesn't work very well, the numbers part. Let me see. What time is it? Okay. We only have an hour left. So let me check off some things. Coming soon, you guys, just to let you know before I forget to say anything about it. Coming soon is some Devo new merchandise for the holidays. That's all I can say. That's coming very soon. And like I said, next Thursday, this stream will be from either my car or my friend Nick's car, who's in the stream, in the side chat. So I want to tell you guys something about a gift I got from a friend of mine. I went to visit a friend of mine in Asheville before the storm, not too far from the storm, maybe a month or so before the storm. I went down to Asheville. I saw some punk rock bands with my friend Jalen. We saw Snooper and Mutant Strain. Loved them. And along the way, I met up with my friend Celeste, who I haven't seen in a long time, many years. We used to hang out here in the 90s, up here in Raleigh. She now lives in Asheville. So we hung out, and she has survived the Asheville nightmare, and she's still in her house, and she's fine. But the other day, she had the wherewithal and the thoughtfulness to buy me a little gift. Okay, look at this, you guys. Look. Now, you guys, I collect little dollhouse toilets for some reason. Like every time I'm in a thrift stores and I find a little plastic toilet of some kind, for some reason, been picking them up. And I have a shelf of them in one of my bathrooms. So look what Celeste got me. This is a Make Market miniature toilet, okay? Now, I haven't opened it, but it sounds like it's made of porcelain. And there's this thing at the top. I'm not sure what that is. So let's open it. But let me show you the letter she sent. She sent me this little drawing. And of course, it has a cat. There, little drawing. And then she showed me this packaging here from something called Crapper Creature Toilet Tank Clings. So that's what she bought for her toilet, those eyes. So she stuck them on her toilet, and then she sent me the packaging so that I could. Oh, so look at this. You see the scissors she drew? She drew some scissors saying that I could cut out these eyes and put them on my little mini toilet. All right, check this toilet out, you guys. This looks high quality miniature toilet here, I'm thinking. It might even flush. Look at that. It's porcelain. I don't know what that does. Look. It's real porcelain. I'm wondering what that thing does, though. Look into my world. This is cool. This goes in the restroom with the rest of the. This is the only porcelain one I have for sure. This is really cool. That is a real porcelain toilet. Wow. I'm really intrigued by the porcelain toilet, okay? Jeez. Thank you, Celeste. I love you. Thank you so much for that. Crapper Creature. Good old Crapper Creature in the house. Now, I think Gene Simmons could have made a buck by making his own Crapper Creature toilet. Kiss could have had their own Crapper Creatures. If you had 4 toilets in your house, you could have each member of Kiss represented as a Crapper Creature. Now, I was in a band called Crapper Keeper. I think that's probably where they got this name. I'm going to sue them. Okay. What the hell am I talking about? Wait, Sigma's in the chat? Or what are we talking about? Wait, Skibbity? Are you talking about, you're not talking about Little Big, are you? Are you talking about Little Big? I know. And no, was it Snooper? Was it Snooper? Oh, it was Snooper and Mutant Strain, right? Snooper, and guess what? Snooper, Todd, did you hear me say it? They're playing Brooklyn Halloween night. I'm going to try to be there. I don't know if I can yet, but I'm going to try to be there. That is true, Burnbot. That is true. Oh, that reminds me, I had this dream where Jerry was in a video of yours and he just sang bits of I'm going to pay you back and then left. That was the only weird bit. He has been on some videos of mine on the stream. We talked about the Devo book, and I think he was on the Devotional 2020 video. Yeah, he's good for that. Cream was published out of Detroit. Yes, they dominated our young market. It was a very important part of my delinquency vinyl dreamscape. Yeah, that and Mad Magazine and Wacky Packages and Kiss, Knights in Satan's Service, or Kids in Satan's Service. They also said that back then. Not Kiss, but the naysayers said that. Skibidi wap bop ba. Skibidi wap bop 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 ba. The hole is for a chain so you can wear it around your neck, of course. It's not a hole, though. It's just a mirrored sticker. I think it's a mirrored sticker. I don't think it's a hole. No, that's not a hole. It's a mirrored sticker on top of the thing. See, I don't know nothing about no modern meme talk. What the hell? Y'all, I'm like Grandpa. Jalen, what's up? My friend, I'm so glad to see you. I miss you, Jalen. Now, Jalen, I've got this rock and roll weekend coming up that is right up your alley. I think you would enjoy this. It would be one of those great adventures we've had. Carcass. Okay, get this, Jalen. Check this out. Carcass. I'm wearing this shirt in tribute to the weekend that's coming up, right? Carcass 2 nights in a row. Saturday, Carcass, Greensboro, North Carolina. Sunday, Carcass, Norfolk, Virginia. Then I come back to Raleigh. Then I'm here maybe 2 nights, 3 nights. Then I drive to Philadelphia. Drop the car off, get in the car with my friend Nick. We go to New Jersey, drop the car at the hotel. Then we go to the city, Halloween night, meet up with the Dickies for Chinese dinner. Then we go to see Snooper and Machine Girl in Brooklyn. Then we come back to Jersey, and that next night we see the Dickies live. And then that next night we see the Dickies in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And then the next night we see the Dickies in Brooklyn. And then I drive home the next morning. It's going to be wild. But that's my last road trip of the year. So I think, unless something else comes up. But hey, Jalen, you're let me show you. Your dolphin lamp is represented here. There we go. Of course, I'm blocking it most of the stream, but maybe if I sit over here a little bit, that's hard not to block. Anyway, let me take a drink of this. Skibbity wop bop bop. Skibbity wop bop 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 bop. Wait, do you know Little Big? Do you guys know? Is that where it's coming from? Because a band I love called Little Big did a song called Skibbity or Skibby-Doo or something like that. Thank you for abusing this. Thank you. Currently driving to Portland to see Devo Death. What is Devo Death, Jalen? Holy Christ. I'm jealous of your adventures, crazy, crazy person. Man, Jalen, we got to do that again sometime. Jalen, rock shows for come to the party, Jalen. Just come to the party. Adventures. Okay, Max the Hat. Me and my friends have been going crazy over the time. He said Squinky. Did I say Squinky? Well, Jiminy Crickets. You guys have better memory than I do, that's for sure. I think the Dickies should make a song about your Chinese dinner. They probably already have. I'm so glad my lamp is being well loved and taken care of. Well, this is a lamp that Jalen bought at a thrift store when we were in Ohio, but she could not get it back on the flight with her. She didn't think. So I threw it in my car, and it has a great home now, Jalen. And anytime you visit, you're welcome to look at it. Rusty Michael, do you know anything about the new 50th anniversary that will be coming out soon? For Thor, no, I do not. I've not been told anything, Rusty. Not a peep. Not a thing. Wow. What the fart? That's a good one. I've never heard that. I like it. Todd, you're going to see them in Pittsburgh, right? I believe Timothy Nolan will be there. That's what he tells me. Skibbity series for Curse series of ads called. Oh, okay. That's where they got it from. That's where Little Big got it. But are you guys not familiar with Little Big's song called that? I think it was their biggest hit. It's a Devo cover band. Yeah. Oh, Christian death style. I thought maybe death metal style. Well, that's interesting. A little video of that would be nice, Jalen. That's cool. Well, I'll give them my best. If they have any merch, Devo Death merch, please give me a medium or large shirt. I'll pay you back or whatever. I probably should get one of everything for the Devo archives. Actually, ask them if they would donate their merch to the Devo archives. I will put it in the actual Devo archives. But yeah, that sounds great, Jalen. Jeez. Now you got me. Now you got me thinking about that. Skibby lore isn't cheap. It's very confusing. It's that's the thing. That's I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's generationally separated from me. Squinky. Oh, Cape Cod Ken Crochet Clown's doing good. He's his disco is under remodeling right now for next year. We're going to make it a little different. So he's chilling on the chair right now. Has a new friend next to him. Charlie's got a new friend. I don't know what's going on. We're going to find out. Devo Death shirt it is. Now, Jalen, I don't know if you can look at them, but if they look like they're running small, get a large. If they look like they're more wide cut shirts, get a medium. But whatever you get, I'll appreciate and I will pay you for it. Thank you, Jalen. I was just hula hooping and thought of Jalen. When you guys were hula hooping that night in California, that was sick. I know, that was fun. It's before my time as well. I'm in my late 20s. It's way before my time. Jalen is a hula hoop expert, and she was wearing an energy dome at the same time. You guys, we have a little bit of time left on the stream here, don't we? And I need to get something to drink, so I'm gonna, for just a second or two, turn on Charlie so his toilets lighten up, gives you guys something shiny and pretty to look at. I'm gonna go get another beer. Okay, so here we go, Charlie. Yeah, you keep him entertained with that for just a second, Charlie. Thank you. I'll come over here and get a beer. Yep. Charlie's got a toilet. Charlie's got a toilet, and he's not afraid to use it, you guys. He's not afraid to use it. Hey, is my mic sound okay? Everything good? I didn't have a sound check with my friend Tim earlier, so I'm just wondering if it's loud enough. Too loud, too crispy, distorting, whatever. I just like to know. I love Charlie too, Rusty. Wow. I love Charlie too. Yeah, and thanks again, Record Man, for the eBay support. I just mailed your I'll mail your package tomorrow morning. And thank you. Whoopsie. Oh, so I was talking about Halloween. I want to show you guys this. I found this. I guess I had torn out an old comic book a long time ago, but I found this. Okay, thank you guys. Hearing loud and clear. Cool. Thank you. I found this. This came from an old comic book. This is an ad for masquerade makeup kits. Be a clown, be an Indian, be a monster. Okay, so you got clown, right? You got Indian. You got something called blackface. But that's not blackface. It's like tribal. Then you got monster. And then you got, I don't know if it's focusing, but that little kiss looking thing is black and white disco makeup. What the hell is that? Oh, and then of course you have Chinese. Oh my God, dudes. Uh-oh. Is that... I can never tell. There's a little field across the street where people have games like kickball, and it's like a sport field, right? Softball, kickball, stuff like that. I guess they're out there playing, and I could sometimes when they're hooting and hollering about numbers and scores, it sounds like cats fighting. And so I can never tell if Marty's out there scrapping with somebody or if it's actually just sport people. So I don't know. But yeah, this is great. My favorite is black and white disco. Wait, I'm trying to get it to focus, man. Oh, there we go. Yeah, black and white disco. Oh, man. I would love to have been at the meeting where they were like discussing, okay, we need this makeup to capitalize on Kiss's popularity. Get as close to Gene Simmons as you can legally. And they added all the chin stuff. And I can only imagine what it started like and then what it ended up like. Those meetings must have been great. Oh, Chinese blackface and then black and white disco. They were trying to get all around some stuff, but I can't believe they called it blackface. Uh, times were different, I guess. Mm. Oh yeah, I don't usually drink Heineken, but that's what I had. So yeah, so I showed you the Halloween thing. That's a great thing. I found some really cool stuff when I was cleaning my office. A lot of stuff that'll go on eBay probably. Okay, yeah. So thanks for that. I did that. Halloween stream did that. Holiday merch coming did that. Cool. Celeste gifts did that. Okay, guys. I think the rest of the time here we can just not worry about this list. I'm done. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys this. Hey, by the way, if anybody would like to come up here and be my co-host so I can talk to somebody rather than just myself. I mean, I could do this myself if you want, but if anybody would like to come up here, let me know. And actually, I'll just put an invite in the chat and you can just talk with me if you want. But otherwise, I can just run my mouth. But here we go. Join me on screen. I'll say, join me on screen if you wanna. If you wanna. There we go. So, but don't feel pressured. So I want to tell you this. You guys know that I do some stickers called I Threw Up stickers, most of you. It's just a little speech bubble that says I threw up. I've been doing them for over 20 years for whatever reason, but I've only gotten them printed en masse, like thousands of them printed, maybe 2 or 3 times in the 20-something years they've been going. So now it's coming to be that time where I'm running out of my stickers. And every now and then I sell them from ithrewup.com. So I have to be prepared for some orders, right? I sell them in 20 packs and 50 packs, right? So I'm getting really low. So I reached out to a friend of mine, Brian in San Francisco. He's a great guy. He's like one of those guys that lives on a bike. He's always like biking, bike. He's like bike messenger king. I don't even know if he's a messenger, but he just lives. He's all about biking, bike culture, San Francisco bike. He also works at a really great printing company and has the opportunity to print stickers. So he is making a big batch of these for me. Look, new I Threw Up stickers from both sides. They're weatherproof vinyl, I'm told, and we're getting a bunch of those soon. So thank God, so I don't run out of stickers on my website. So that's some cool news. I Threw Up stickers. First time I've had them printed in years and years. And Brian is helping me out. Thank goodness. But I hope Tim's doing okay. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. What? Are you on the website, Blockhead? You went to ithrewup.com? Yeah, I have there was only 100 of those enamel pins made. I don't have one handy here, but they're like 3-dimensional I Threw Up bubble enamel pins. And 100 of them were made by my friend in Florida. He did those for me years ago. I'd buy that. ithrewup.com, Max. Do you ever have luck with Sea Monkeys? Did you ever have luck with Sea Monkeys vinyl? Sea Monkeys vinyl? I had sea monkeys when I was a kid, and I got them to live. They were just little shrimps. It's Blockhead. I've always tried to think about how to do that. But see, I Threw Up by design is a parasitic. It's a parasitic art project. It needs a host. It can't just be it by itself. It has to affect something else. It has to come out of some animated. Not animated is not the word I'm looking for. It has to come from some living thing, or it has to look like it's coming from something. It needs a host. So to do an I Threw Up shirt, the first I Threw Up art show we ever did was mostly T-shirts that we found in thrift stores that we printed an I Threw Up speech bubble on. So we were affecting something else. So that made sense to me. But just to make an I Threw Up shirt doesn't really make sense. Like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I just don't know how that would work artistically. So, or autistically, I don't know how it would work. So it's a parasitic thing. It needs to come off of something else. It needs to revise something else. So, yeah, whatever. I can't figure it out. I Threw Up, but the arrow is pointing up or down. What arrow? Oh, it's from left to right. It's just a speech bubble. when in cartoons, when it points to kind of the head or the mouth. But the thing is, you always kind of want to have it reading like this, straight across. I mean, every now and then a little angle is not bad, but I've seen that people put it to where it's like coming out of somebody like this. Like it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to be that close to the mouth if there is a mouth. It just needs to be generally coming from the direction of the thing it's playing off of, and it needs to be straight across, in my opinion. That's how you properly apply an I threw up sticker. We got some more stuff here. Yeah, mixed results. I mean, I worked hard at it though. They were cool. Some of them got pretty big, but I could tell they didn't look anything like a sea monkey to me. I saw Black Sabbath tour Sabbath Bloody Sabbath in 1970. What? Oh, man, that is great. My sister saw some really early Black Sabbath, I think 72 or something. My sister saw the Pink Floyd tour, Animals, with the big inflatable pig. She saw some great stuff. Martin Jones, I should fly down and co-host. We could talk about the time Devo played 2 miles away from my house. Why not? Come on down, Martin. It'd be great to meet you, man. Let's do it, please. I'm serious, dude. Reach out to me. Artistic Autistic is one of my collected titles. It makes, it works, right? It works for some. Mm-hmm. I mean, autistic is a newer word, really, to most people than artistic is, but I think it means the same thing. Really, it does. But yeah, I'm excited about these weekends coming up. I'm pretty glad I don't have any more flying to this year. I'm not a really big fan of flying on planes anymore, but road trips I don't mind. But it is going to be nice to take the next 2 or 3 months and not fly anywhere much and not do a whole lot of road trips. I got to be with my kitties. I got to be at the house. I got to catch up on my eBay work because I think there might be some traveling I got to do next year. So, wow, pardon me. I've not been belching a lot lately, and I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice, to tell you the truth, and I apologize about that. These guys here have been so well behaved tonight. I can't believe it. I was expecting trouble out of this one here. He's new to me. Okay, guys, 822. Wait, Tucky Buzzard. Okay, I know that name. I know the Tucky Buzzard name. Let me see. I've been missing comments. I'm sorry. Let's see. That was even before I saw them, says Rusty. Yeah, Tucky Buzzard. I remember that name. I think Tucky Buzzard played with Thor. Right? I think I remember Tucky Buzzard being on a shirt with Thor on it. Maybe it was a Kerrang festival or something. Rusty, do you know what I'm talking about? My parents lived in Warren. I grew up around. Look at you guys. You guys, record collectors, you. Arturo, what is happening? Pascal, what's happening? Oh, my goodness, you guys. Thanks for being here. Look at this guy, you guys. Talk about mutated, huh? Pascal, what do you think about that? This guy's new. He's a new friend of Charlie. I don't really know who he is yet. He has not been introduced to me yet, but we're going to figure it out. Come January, we'll figure it out who he is. And Charlie got a new cell phone. Well, it doesn't look new, but he's got a cell phone finally. He's happy about that. So that's what's going on here, Arturo. Nice to see you. It was really great seeing you at Devotional. Hopefully it happens again. I'll have to think about that. He's so beautiful. But good to see you, Arturo and Pascal. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thanks for watching, you guys. Stop calling me mom. Okay. I'll stop calling you mom. Jeez. Okay, what was I going to do? Seems like I was going to do something interesting, and then I forgot. Damn it. What was it? I think I was just talking about something, and then Arturo popped in, and I forgot. Rusty was playing something on her Stratocaster. What? Oh, Kami has a... Well, Kami, chicken only lasts so long. There's only so long you can carry around a chicken leg with you, and before it just is not viable to carry around. So yeah, he had to get rid of the chicken finally. I finally made him get rid of the chicken wing, but now he's got a cell phone. So I believe that's more power as far as Charlie's concerned. He has more power now in the world. Cell phone greater than chicken leg. So rock and roll trips. I was talking about that. I was talking about flying, party. What else was there? Yeah, well, and Gene Simmons gods, by the way, do not take chicken legs. They take cash credit. I'm not sure about who was playing with. Yeah, maybe it was before your time with Thor. I think it was a Kerrang festival they played. I believe that's where I remember that name, Tucky Buzzer. But it's something Thor related is why I know that name. You guys, I didn't want to do this, but I have to pee. I was going to try to hold it, but I got to pee. So I'm going to turn the toilet back on. I'm going to go pee really quick. I swear I'll be quick. I swear. I'm sorry. But look at the toilet. It's so nice. The toilet is so nice. It's a nice toilet. Talk about the toilet. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel so much better now, you guys. I think that was 3 entire beers that came out of me just then. It was, oh, I feel so much better. Thanks for your patience if you had any. I'm not sure. Maybe everybody's gone. And well, let me check this. Speaking of people here, look at that. Okay, good. So the number of likes is right on point with where I'd like to see it. So thank you guys for making the thumbs go up for this thing. I think Cricket hit this. There we go. We're back on point now. Cricket's sleeping. Marty's outside right now, actually. He went out right before the stream. I got to get his ass back in here after this. Now, could you hear me peeing? You couldn't hear me peeing. It's not very far away, but it's back. The toilet is at the far end of the bathroom. It'd be funny if you could hear me peeing. Charlie, done well in your absence. Thank you. He's well trained at this point. He's been doing this for years now, so he's good. He's got his job down pat. Well, but yeah, so peeing loud. It's what I do. Wait, I might have a bigger crush on Rusty than Randy does. Well, that might be a competition. We'd have to get to the bottom of it. I can't believe it. Hell yeah, toilet. Oh my goodness. Oh, you were with him then, but you don't know who. Okay, actually, I couldn't remember what year that happened. That was like probably 84 or something, right? Okay, yeah, you were certainly there. Yeah, because that was well, of course you were with him then, because that was the big Unchained / Only the Strong era, right? I think so. Thor, the Rock Warrior, you guys. If you look up an album called Only the Strong, 84, 85, you'll see my friend Rusty. She went by the name Pantera at the time. This is long before the band Pantera was around. So you'll be impressed if you look at her history. I can hear you peeing. Are you sure it wasn't Charlie's noise? Because he makes, I don't know how you could hear me peeing over that. I'll try to pee louder next time. I'll put some microphones in there. Hey, thanks, Mark Spooky Ball. How lovely of you. Oh my goodness, Nick, that's the way we really make this thing happen. Things will be better for everybody if that happens. You watched that doc called I Am Thor. There's a documentary movie that was on Netflix in 2016. I think since then it's you can find it elsewhere. I'm not sure, but I know it's on Blu-ray and DVD. But it's called I Am Thor, and yes, me and Rusty Hamilton, Rusty Michael, Cherry Bomb, Pantera, all that stuff. We're in it. Yes, we're in it. And my house is in it. This house is in I Am Thor, the movie. Go check it out. It's a good one. It was filmed, the parts that me and Rusty are in was filmed way back in, most of it was like 2005 or something. I was on every album then. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Please don't put speakers in there. Okay. I will not put speakers in there because Rusty told me so. No speakers in the toilet, you guys. Sorry. Oh, you mean microphone? Microphones. I can put speakers in there so you can hear what I'm saying on stream in the toilet while you're peeing. I learned about Thor from a buddy. We live on the border of Canada. Oh my goodness. Well, then you, Rusty Michael, is big part of Thor's history and heyday. Oh, look it up, you guys. Look it up. It's good shit. Now, I didn't see more than 2 people in the side chat that wanted to join me for noise, and which starts in less than 15 minutes. If I can get more than Todd, now Richard said noise, but he never joins for noise. I don't think that I can remember. If anybody else wants to join for noise, then I'll put the invite back in the chat, but don't feel pressured. Look, if we don't do it, I don't like it. You know, I can do it or I cannot do it. It doesn't matter to me, but if you want to do it, it's up to you guys. If I can get, I know Todd said he would, odd guy would said he would do it. And, I said it wrong. Said that was a good Thor song. I said it wrong. No, it wasn't. But anyway, so if anybody wants to do noise, you can click on that invite link that I just put in there. What would happen is you would go backstage. I would see you backstage, and I would give you a heads up before I bring you on the screen to do noise. And we usually start noise in about 10 minutes, but we don't have to do it. It's up to y'all. Now, so next Thursday, if you guys remember that I will be streaming in an odd time, possibly in the morning if it works, if everything technologically works in the morning, on my way to Philadelphia, I will stream. And if that doesn't work for whatever reason, or if I can't for whatever reason, or maybe on top of streaming in the morning, daytime, I will also stream in the evening when me and Nick get in the car in Philadelphia and head to New Jersey. Maybe I'll even do some streaming while I'm in New York City and Brooklyn that night. I don't know. I'm going to be in so many damn cities that day. I'll be streaming from at least one of them if technology cooperates. No. Satan's service, Douglas. Secret Service? Kiss. They don't look like Secret Service guys. They never have, even without makeup. Kids in Satan's service. Now, Knights in Satan's service was a little more. The first one I heard was Kids in Satan's service because they were trying to say that Kiss was trying to get all the kids in Satan's service. But then Knights in Satan's service, talking about the guys in Kiss, that was more romantic and cool to me. But then when I realized that those guys had no idea what Satanism was at all, for the most part, I don't think they had a clue what Satan was really. So they weren't that deviant, unfortunately, when I found out, when I looked back on my Kiss fandom, I thought, wow, those guys didn't sing about anything scary. There was nothing scary about them at all. But yeah, I've never heard Kids in Secret Service. That is funny. Those Kiss guys are trying to get kids to join the Secret Service. That would be even worse. That would be way worse than Satan's service, believe me. God. I'd much rather have my child go to Satan's service than the Secret Service. Hell, man. Hell. Oh, hell. You got to be crazy. Okay, no problem, Max. If you can't do noise, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, it doesn't matter to me really. I've done it a lot. I can do it again, but everyone watch I Am Thor. That's true. That is a true statement. I would agree with that. It's an enjoyable documentary. I think it's got such a great ending and everything. And it's so funny. Brings me to tears at least 2 times. Happy tears. At least 2 times during that movie, I cry laughing. But yeah, I Am Thor. It came out in 2016, partially filmed at this house. Rusty Michael is in the film, along with Thor, Mike Fravada, Steve Price, Keith Zazzy, all that shit. And we are in it. That's right. It was such a pleasure. Because look, at some point, these fans that I'd met started following us around with cameras, and they said they were going to do a Thor documentary. And that was, like I said, back in, I think I want to say 2005, 2006, something like that. I also gave them a lot of old footage of Thor for the movie. And then we just didn't hear anything about it. After those tours, those guys just disappeared and never talked to us, and we never talked to them. And then all of a sudden in 2015 or 16, we heard that it was coming out, like this documentary that was shot 10 years before. So it was really surprising that it actually came out, and it did really well. And we had to reissue Thor and the Ass Boys on 7-inch because Thor and the Ass Boys are in the movie. So there was a demand for that. And it really started a whole new wave of Thor fans. It was great. It was really cool. Rusty, speaking of tours we were on, I have to still find all the VHS tapes of the 1998 tour. I'm going to dig those up, and I've been saying this for a couple of years now, but I'm going to get together with you and John Michael Thor, and we're going to watch those tapes, and we're going to make notes on what is good for the next documentary. The Lost tour, the hideous, heinous 1998 tour. That was the first tour I ever went on in my life, and that was with Rusty and Thor. Yeah, it did win awards. It won awards, yeah, for sure. It's a good one. I mean, I'm not just saying that because Thor's in it and I'm in it and Rusty's in it. It really is a good documentary, and I'm a fan of the band, so I enjoyed it as a fan for sure, and it really did make me emotional, mostly laughing. It was just really good stuff. A dream come true, of course, being involved in something like that, and having actually come to fruition, because there's a lot of people that will say, we want to make this for your band, we want to do this, and a lot of those things don't happen, right? They get to a certain point, and then it's just disappointing, and it doesn't happen. But every now and then, something really does happen, and it's really cool. I'm into it. Hold on a second. This light is kind of bright in my eye. Okay. Oh, wait. All right, that's a little better. Agreed. Good. So Kami saw it. Yeah, cool. It was good, and I own it on Blu-ray, even though I don't have a Blu-ray player, and I own it on DVD. I don't think I've ever opened it though, but it is out there on physical media. Now there's somebody. There's Cricket. Look at Cricket. Cricket's gonna sleep in the disco. Look, I think she's gonna sleep in the disco. Wait, Charlie, get out of the way. Look at Crickers. She's not into it. I changed that area up a little bit. She used to sleep on the back of that chair the last few days, but I changed some things up over there, and she's not into the new. Here, come here, kid. Here she comes. Come here, Cricks. Come say hi to people. Here, let's get all these jokers out of the way. Come here, Cricks. Come here. There she is. There's Cricker Bear. Come here, Cricks. Don't knock them. Come here. Here, yeah, there we go. There's Cricker Bear. There's Cricker Bear. She's 13 years old, I believe, this year. Her and her sister Meowser. And Marty, my man Marty's only like 3 or 3.5 or something. Come here, Cricks. Be on camera if you're going to be over here. Come here. Oh, there she is. Do you hear? Did you guys hear her meowing at the beginning of the stream? And purring? Oh, good girl, honey. Are you hungry? Do I need to feed you? I just need 20 more minutes, Cricks. Now, don't howl at Marty. Marty's inside. I thought he was out. Hi, Marty. What are you doing, buddy? Hey, Martin. What are you doing? Yeah, Cricket sometimes growls at Marty, but she's getting better with him. She used to not even be able to be in the same room with him, but now Marty tolerates her without beating her up, basically, because she is a little ornery. It's okay, Martin. Oh, cat stuff. I hope your battery and alternator are working well, so you don't have to push your car down the highway. So it goes a lot. Yeah, no. In fact, just yesterday, I picked up my car from the shop, because I bring it to this one shop here locally. It's really close to my house. Every time I go on a long road trip, I'll bring it to them and say, look, can you check this over and make sure everything's cool? Well, I did that and not everything was cool. I had to get this whole axle thing replaced and my tire rods. I had to get new brake pads. I had to get tires rotated, oil change. It's like $1,500. So hopefully that car will make it on my road trips coming up next 2 weekends. I sure did pay for it, but I have a Nissan Sentra. I'm not a car guy, but I have a Nissan Sentra 2007, and that car is a crazy dependable. I have like 165,000 miles on it, and it still works beautifully. So, you know what? I'm going to go on these road trips. Dr. Detroit soundtrack on vinyl. Kami, that's awesome. There's also something you should look for called the Dr. Detroit press kit. And it's a box set. I think it's only one record, but then it comes with a bunch of pictures and pamphlets and information and stuff for DJs to do promotions for Dr. Detroit. And it's in a silver box, Dr. Detroit press kit. And it's got like interviews with Devo about Dr. Detroit. It's got instrumental versions of Dr. Detroit to lay under interviews. I think it's called to use as a bed or something for the interview. So it's all these cool versions and snippets of Devo's Dr. Detroit on a record. So look for Dr. Detroit press kit. It's probably not easy to find, but if you find it, get it. I think you'll enjoy it. That's my positive. That was a good one, Kami. I have not heard Queen Constance Funky Disco Music Douglas. I like disco, though. I did a Village People collection video really recently, and hopefully more Village People themed videos coming. I can only hope. So yeah, okay. So we're not doing the noise, but I have not heard Queen Constance. I'm interested to know what that's all about. Now, when I get home from these road trips, hopefully at some point on these road trips, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be thrift shopping for things to resell or things to collect. Hopefully not things to collect because I don't have much more room, as you can see behind me. But I'll be going to these thrift stores, and so hopefully I'll have cool things to show you and talk to you about when I get home regarding rescuing physical media music from places like thrift stores and yard sales and flea markets. Rescuing them, cleaning them up, and getting them in the hands of people who truly appreciate the stuff, the collectors, you know. So that's what I'm going to go do, and I'm going to have some stuff to show you at the end of that trip. Those trips, 2 trips. Kami, there is no physical media for Dove that I know of. No, it's a shame too. It's a damn shame. I don't even think there was any studio versions of that stuff, if I'm not mistaken. So if there was, I think we would have released it already. But it's a question I might have to ask them the next time I see them because there's a lot of interest in Dove. You know, there was a friend of mine who dressed up as Dove, or a couple of friends of mine. But I think the ringleader of the Dove costume idea, he made an actual like Dove costume, just like they wore, the green visor. And then he made a sticker of the Dove logo that they had on their suits back then. A really good representation of the sticker. I wish I had one handy, but I don't. But Dove gets love from the hardcore Devo fans. And I think there's room for maybe Dove merch or certainly Dove audio release, if that could be. But I don't know if it could be. They look so good. Now somebody's growling. Cricket, come here, honey. Cricket, come here. Crickers, what are you growling at, honey? Marty's being nice. Marty's being nice, Cricket. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come up, Cricks. Come here. Move this guy. Cricket, come here. I'm dealing with cat drama, you guys. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. Cricket, come here, buddy. Old lady Cricket, come here. You hear that? Cricket, come here. You don't growl much until I touch you. So you know Daddy's paying attention. Now stop it. You're being like a little toddler, and that's why I don't have toddlers. Come here. Cricket, act like a cat and not a human. Come here. Cricket, come here. Cricket. Cricket, I got an elbow for you. I know you like the elbows, Cricket. Come here, buddy. I almost got her. Come here, Cricket. Come here, Cricker Bear. Cricket, come here. Come here, buddy. Do you hear her growling? Do you guys hear her? Come here, Cricker Bear. Marty's not that bad. He's a good boy. He could have killed you and kicked your ass 7 times over by now if he wanted to. Come here. Cricket, come here. Stop looking like a spoiled ass. Come here. Oh. Oh my goodness. Can you hear the growls though? Can you? I don't know if you can actually hear those, but they are. She's feeling it. She's feeling it for sure. Cricket, come here. Quit being a turd. Speaking of turds, I don't know. I have nothing to say about turds. I just thought it'd be funny to say, speaking of turds. But yes, next year, for the streams next year, I'm going to change some things up, add some new elements, because my streams for years have been pretty much the same. Like, the same kind of DIY kind of thing. But I want to just add a little something to it. So we're going to play with things. We're going to make the drawing more interesting. More people get involved. And, Rusty. So anyway, look forward to a change here and there next year. Good stuff. Rusty Michael, you saw the Village People collection video. Thank you for watching. Now, Rusty, do you have any Village People stories? Because I know I inherited 2 Village People concert tickets from your ex-husband, Thor. And I'm wondering, how did you guys get those? Do you remember? It was when you guys were living in New York City in 79, I believe. Were you around 79? Oh, anyway, do you remember anything about Village People? Do you have any Village People stories, Rusty, for the last few minutes of the stream? I'm curious. Peter Graves, you're not going to heaven when you die, Peter Graves. I got to tell you. Peter, you just have to open yourself to getting it. Like you have to, there's a certain something. I mean, I think it's like, it's what Christians feel like. Oh, well, there are certain people that get the truth and certain people that don't. I think that's what I'm feeling with the cats. They are, dogs will actually, dogs don't want to do anything except what they're told or what they're told not to. Dogs are way more like human toddlers than cats. Cats are like grown adults as soon as they're born. Dogs are like just terminal toddlers. They're going to be toddlers till the day they die. I don't agree, Peter. More cats. More cats, less humans. I know it's not a game because Tim isn't here, but you should show us a super random item in your house again. That game was the most fun, Belmer versus Tim. I mean, super random. It's, I don't have much in reach here. I could do it, but I mean, I bring out super random stuff all the time. Now, here's the thing. So there's this mic stand I have right here that you can't really see because I have the comment over it. But I have a mic stand right here, and it's got this Allen wrench in it so that I can easily adjust it, because if not, I have to go get the Allen wrench and put it in the hole every time. So I just leave the Allen wrench stuck in the hole of the joint of the mic thing. So Cricket has a tendency to rub her face on stuff like the corners of monitors and the corner of my laptop and the corners of the hard drives. So she started trying to rub her mouth on this sharp Allen wrench. So I had to put this over it so that she wouldn't rub her face on it. Is that random enough? And I kept it in the bag because it looked creepier in the bag. So the clown head is on the Allen wrench to keep Cricket from jabbing her face with it. Now Marty's leaving. Good boy, Marty. Good boy. Marty's going downstairs like a good boy. And Cricket, do you feel better now? You surly bitch. Cricket, come here. Now come here. Now she'll come here. Come here, buddy. Cricks. Come on, you won. Cricket. Come on, Cricket. I can see you're feeling a lot better. Come on. Come on. Come up here. Here. Elbow. Get it, girl. Cricket, people want to see you on the damn thing. Oh, she's being a pain in the ass. Anyway, so random clown head. How about that? In a bag. What is wrong with that? Everything. Nope. There's no reason you should unconditionally love humans at all. Humans are bad. Humans have to prove themselves before I love them. People thought I was in the group for a while. Okay, yeah, you were on tour with them. Okay, so you were with them. Okay, I got you. You just weren't with them as a part of the group yet. Yeah, okay. That's awesome. Sitting on your speaker against the wall, there's a lava lamp. What's the thing right next to it? Over there. That is a bowling pin light that was made by some Devo fans many years ago and given to me. And when I turn the disco lights on, you'll see that the dome hanging in the middle of it, there's a blue plastic dome hanging in the middle of this carved out bowling pin. Did I say pinball pin? I don't know what. Bowling pin. It has DEVO carved in it and a big hole where a light hangs down, and it's got this custom made see-through blue energy dome that lights up. I'll do it again. Look, see, it lights up. That little bowling pin. But I've had that for many years. I think I got that in like 2010 or something from a fan. Is that what you were asking about, Nick? I think I answered your question. You got me the clown head, Kami? Wait a second. Is that where that came from? Are you kidding me? Okay, how cool is that, Kami? You asked me to show you something random. I showed you something that was directly related to our relationship. That is so funny. That is so funny, Kami. Oh my God, man. What? Who would have thought? That's what I grabbed. I mean, today I grabbed that to put it on the Allen wrench. It's not like it's been here forever. I grabbed that today. And it was literally the only random thing I could think within my reach here. There she comes. Look. Hi, Cricker Bear. Hey, buddy. Hi, sweetie. Oh, move him. Okay, come on, move him. Come here, Cricks. I know. People want to see you. Come here. There she goes. There she goes. She loves an elbow. How you doing, buddy? Now the boy went downstairs. He was nice, huh? What are you doing? You're growling, but he's downstairs. She heard me say the boy, and she knew who I was talking about. She growled. Cricket, you're so smart. Now she's trying to rub on the clown. She's trying to figure out where that Allen wrench went. The clown head's covering it, Cricket. It's not good to... Look at this girl. Show him your butt, Cricket. There's her butt. Cricket butt. These girls are hungry. Meowser's staring at me. Cricket's swarming me. Cricket, what's the matter? You want to run into him? Cricket, what's going on? She's rubbing on speakers, knocking down shit. This is what happens when they're hungry. Cricket, stop. I'll feed you in a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of forgot I was trying to entertain people. I have May magazine to show this happen. Many magazines, yeah. Did that one already. Very cool. Look at that. Look at that for a comment. Very cool. Very cool. Wait. Hide current comment. Okay, there we go. What's going on here? Is everything okay over here? Let me make sure. Yes. Hey, thank you guys again for showing up on my little rinky-dink stream about nothing. About rock and roll, about therapy, actually. About cats, about art. Oh, Cricket. Is he back? Cricket, why are you growling? Do you smell him? I don't see him, Cricket. I think he's downstairs. Are you growling at me? Because I won't feed you? Okay, Crickers. Look at my Cricker Bear. She's so pretty. You're just off camera, Cricket. Let me get you on. Look at this. Oh, here she is. Oh, there's Cricker Bear. Oh, don't be angry with me, Cricket. Don't be angry with me, girl. You don't want to go there because I'll get this guy on you, Cricket. I don't even know him. And he'd do that job for me. He's going to touch your butt, Cricket. Oh, he's touching you, Cricket. He's touching you. Okay, I'm talking to my cat, Cricket, and you guys are bored. So I love my kitty too. Reemy Roo. Did you say Reemy Roo, Rusty? Kitty's name Reemy Roo. Literally, I know. I knew I got it from somebody in the mail, but that's so funny that you sent me that clown head. Rebecca Kane, what's happening? I just noticed you were here. What's happening? Yeah, this is my splattery paint hat. Rebecca Kane, I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it going? Right on. Nice to see you. My friend Rebecca from here in the Carolinas. Never noticed it. Yes, that was what I was asking about. Yeah, that's a carved bowling pin that has been devolved for sure. Very nice, kind gift. And I haven't seen those fans in many years. I wonder what happened to them. Uh, hmm. Now, Meows, are you getting up here too? Come on up, Meows. There's room. There's room. Now, everybody, please don't forget, never underestimate the dork side of the force, please. Vintage sticker. I didn't make this. This is a vintage sticker, thanks to my friend Todd, who got it there in Chicago. And I want to know, I am not bored. I'm enthralled with feline shenanigans. Yeah, well, I'm dealing with the repercussions of feline shenanigans. Now, Cricket, you're going to go down there and get your ass beat. Cricket's looking to go downstairs and challenge Marty. It's not going to end well, Cricket. Marty's a sewer cat, and he's a lot younger than you, and he's 2 times your size. You motherfucker. It's good going. Rebelling against everything. Well, that could keep you going around in circles. If you start rebelling against rebelling, that could be an endless turmoil for you. Is it even possible to rebel against rebelling? I don't know. I mean, I try to do it every day, but I don't know if it's possible. Okay, you guys, before we sign off, I want to thank Record Band 1961 for being first in the chat today. The last person to comment in the chat when I sign off in just 2 or 3 minutes is going to have their name placed in a hat in a drawing that I will do the first week of January on this channel. And like I said, 2025, a few changes to the channel, but all good. Just extra little bits and bobs to make it more interesting for everybody involved. And concert streaming, road trips coming up, if technically possible. I'm going to drink a little more of this. Anybody up for one more shot before we go? You don't even have to really do a shot. Just say cheers in the chat, and I'll do the little bit of this. And thank you, Meowser. I know you're hungry. Thank you. She's tearing up the chair with her claws. That's what they do. Let it happen. And for the record, do not get your cats declawed ever. Please. That's barbaric and stupid. Now, you can have the fingernails pulled out of your children all you want, but not cats. Okay? Nicholas, what are you doing? Nicholas, you have just incited the crochet clown disco while I do a shot. Here we go. Whoa! If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, whoa, whoa. Your soul is gone. I am sorry, everybody, but your soul's gone. And you don't need those anyway here. You can come here soul free. As long as you like soul music. Nick, thank you. Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much for that. If I can't have you, declaw your children. Well, they don't even have to have claws. Just denail them. Well, delimb them. Delimb your children, everybody. Peter's trying to be last already. He thought I was ending the stream on the shot, but I'm not going to end the stream on the shot because it's not 9 o'clock yet. Don't be all hasty, Peter Graves, trying to get your name in the hat. Wow. Can I remind everybody that I got a real porcelain toilet in the mail from my good friend Celeste. Thank you, Celeste. You know I love you. And I love toilets. Little ones. So-called dollhouse toilets, mini toilets, toy toilets. For some reason, I'm intrigued by those. I'm not a real toilet fan. I don't like poop. I'm not that kind of fetish guy. I just think it's interesting that companies make toilets. Little tiny. Why is there a market? Anyway, may the rock and roll gods bless you all as they've blessed me. And I'm going to end with this new friend of Charlie staring you guys down because he's not going to say anything. He's not up to that point yet. But eventually you'll know who he is and we'll be friends. But for now, he's going to stare you down until we end. And again, thank you for showing up. Really appreciate it. And, thanks for supporting all the weird shit I do because you're the reason I can do it. Now, here we go. Nameless guy, friend of Charlie, and he's going to stare you down. Thanks all. May the rock and roll gods bless you as they blessed me. Here we go. Oh, boy. Oh, no. What's that? Oh, no. What's that? Oh, honey. What's that? Oh, don't look at that. Oh.